that doesn't exist in Iraq. And do all the measurements, and you are sailing in a sea on your own here. And with these super projects, we're calling them, they don't have to be just think tanks. They could be consortiums. There could be companies coming in with them.
Absolutely.
Specialist companies, etc. Yeah, so it's an open season to how we form the people. And I've got next 2 slides examples I will show you. And this is just us, sitting in Baghdad with our limited thinking that we came up with. We wanted to challenge you to think of more examples of your own and actually come down and this one, 3D printed buildings. The raw material required is rubble, building rubble, and guess what? We've got cities full of rubble in Iraq. The Chinese who are ahead of everybody else in this technology. There's one Chinese company has got 150 patents in this technology, so they are well ahead of everybody else. But all they're doing, they're building one house at a time. They never built a whole city. So our idea is graduates in teams, maybe 10 people in the team, something like that, different disciplines. Dr. Ala likes to talk about engineers, so these are all engineers mostly. Okay, so there's a mechatronics, and there is IT, and there is a civil, and there is architect, and the job they get given is to build a house quickly using the technology, using the rubble they find on site.
It doesn't even happen in advanced countries.
Yeah, it doesn't.
How can it happen in Iraq?
This is entrepreneurship, sir. Do we wait for people to come from Mars to make it happen in Iraq? Let us make it happen. So this is the challenge. We challenge ourselves. I know, it's pie in the sky. Very doable, and let me explain it to you in details. So we have teams. A team is given, again, the whole program is in a packet, the whole training. This is a startup construction company with graduates straight out of university. They're going to learn how to run a company that is a construction company to start with. Secondly, how do you build houses using 3D technology, the technical part. And third, they get given a job to do. So there is an allocation, and because of all the corruption and problems in Iraq, what we thought we'll do, we focus only on housing units. So we leave infrastructure to the guys who take commissions and things, and then you try to protect these companies. So we take only a small piece of the pie for them, and then my imagination, each team, and there are hundreds and maybe thousands of these teams, because we can replicate. The housing unit shortage in Iraq is 3 million units, by the way. So as many teams as we can put together, they will still have a lifetime before they bridge the housing shortage in Iraq. So we've got plenty of work for them. But for now, we have a few destroyed cities also that we need to quickly build them. This incubator, which sits on top, will have the Chinese company which owns the technology. We already have one Dutch companies volunteered to become for best practices, so they do the piece about how to do best practices for a company like this. And then we run the pilots, 1 or 2 pilots, so that we will learn what will work, because nobody, as Victor says rightly, nobody's done this before. And maybe we build a couple of houses and see how it stacks up. The Chinese are building a housing unit within 24 hours. And the beauty of this thing, you don't even need daylight. It can be during the night because it's a machine. It's going to keep it building. So we thought, because it's Iraq and